Gold participants from around the world. I'm Fleur Bickford, Program Director and MC for Gold Lactation 2016. I'm chatting today with Kathy Parks about her upcoming presentation titled I Quit: Burnout, Compassion Fatigue, and Self-Care for the Healthcare Professional. So Kathy, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you for the opportunity.
So we are really excited about your upcoming presentation, but before we start talking a little bit about what you're going to be sharing in your presentation, I'd love to know a little bit more about you as a professional and a person. So maybe you could share with our delegates a little bit about yourself and your professional journey.
Sure. I have been an IBCLC since 1992. However, I was involved in mother-to-mother breastfeeding support for years prior to that. In fact, I knew what I wanted to do before the profession was invented. I've been in various locations all through the world where I've been able to help moms and babies breastfeed. And I continue to accrue initials to go after my name, mainly because I love learning more about lactation, about the physiology, about the emotional aspect, the neurobiology. There's so much we have to learn.
Oh, I agree. It's amazing with this field. It's one of those areas where it seems like the more we learn, the more questions we end up having.
Exactly.
So this year is a really special year for Gold Lactation because we are celebrating our 10th anniversary. And it kind of goes along the lines of, the fact that we're always still learning. So one of the things that we're asking some of our delegates in these interviews that I've been finding really, really fascinating to hear the answers to is, what is the biggest change that you've seen during your career? You've been doing this for a while and working with breastfeeding moms for quite a number of years now. So what's one big change that you've seen over the years, and what's one thing that hasn't really changed all that much?
The biggest change that I have found in the 30 some odd years that I've been doing this has to be the acceptance of breastfeeding in general in the public and the Baby Friendly Hospital Initiative. That is just an unbelievable change. I can remember as a mother to mother support group leader, we could not put World Breastfeeding Week, that title, in the community library because it had breast in it. And now our governments around the world are promoting breastfeeding. But the thing that has stayed the same is that brick wall that most of us as lactation professionals beat our heads against every single day. The title on that wall may have changed umpteen times, but it's still a brick wall, and we all still have those forehead bruises to prove it.
Yeah, we certainly do, that's for sure. And that is one of the reasons why I am really excited about your presentation. And your title is just perfect because, as we were talking about before the interview started, we were saying about how all of us have been at that place at some point where we are just ready to quit. And so I'm hoping you can tell us a little bit about what we can expect from your presentation and what you hope delegates will be able to take away from your presentation and take back to their workplaces.
Sure. We have all been there at least once, if not once a week. Most of us as providers and lactation professionals do so because of various things that have happened for us or to us. Myself, I'm a lactation consultant because there weren't any of those folks there to help me when I was having breastfeeding problems. And so most people drawn to the caring profession of any kind want to do so because they have empathy for the people that they work with, and they have a strong drive to try and help create a fix, if you will, a way to correct whatever this problem is that they're encountering. Well, that makes us more prone to burnout, compassion fatigue, stress, and they're all a little bit different. So we're going to talk about what is stress and why can't we live without it. We're going to talk about what burnout is, and then what is compassion fatigue. That's a fairly new in the world of literature terminology. We as providers, as caregivers, are notoriously poor about giving our own selves care. We do for others to the point where it hurts, and the person that it hurts is us. So we're going to talk a lot about how can you detect stress, burnout, compassion fatigue in yourself, and what do you do about it?
Well, that sounds fantastic, Kathy. I agree. We all, come to this profession because we care so much, and we are all very good at taking care of other people, and often we are just not very good at taking care of ourselves. So definitely looking forward to learning more from you.
That's great.
So for our delegates who are listening, you will be able to hear more from Kathy live on Monday, April the 25th at 1700 UTC, when she will be presenting her talk titled I Quit: Burnout, Compassion Fatigue, and Self-Care for the Healthcare Professional. Thank you so much for listening. Goodbye for now, everyone.